This is the most expensive aircraft ever built. $2.1 billion per plane. Only 20 exist in the entire world, and fewer than 100 people on Earth have ever been cleared to fly one. This is not a story about a machine. This is a story about what a human being must become, physically, mentally, and psychologically, just to sit in that cockpit. And most people who try don't make it. Let's begin. You don't apply to fly the B-2. The B-2 chooses you. You've already spent years in the Air Force. You flew F-16s or F-15s. You have thousands of flight hours logged. Your record is spotless. Your psychological evaluations are flawless, and you still might not qualify. The selection process for B-2 pilots is among the most secretive in the US military. Candidates are hand-picked, not recruited. Your background is investigated at the highest level of security clearance, top secret SCI. Your finances, your relationships, your entire life is audited. You pass a battery of cognitive tests designed not just to measure intelligence, but to measure how you think under extreme isolation and pressure. Because inside the B-2 cockpit, for missions that can last over 30 hours, there are only 2 of you, sometimes just 1. You are selected not just for what you can do, but for who you are when no one is watching. Before you ever touch the B-2, you spend years becoming someone worthy of it. You begin at undergraduate pilot training, 52 weeks of the most demanding aviation instruction in the world. You fly the T-6 Texan II, then the T-38 Talon supersonic jet trainer. You learn to handle an aircraft traveling at 600 miles per hour, a few hundred feet above the ground. You learn instrument flying, formation flying, night flying. You lose colleagues along the way. Some wash out from the pressure, some from the physical demands. A small number don't survive training accidents. Your graduation doesn't guarantee the B-2. It only makes you eligible to compete for it. You've earned your wings. Now the real trial begins. Before the enemy can kill you, gravity might. This is where most people stop understanding what pilots actually endure. So let's make it real. At 1 G, that's normal gravity, right now as you sit watching this, your blood flows normally. Your body weighs whatever it weighs. Everything is fine. At 3 G, your body now weighs 3 times its normal weight. Lifting your arm takes effort. Your face sags. Vision begins to narrow at the edges. At 5 G, a 180-pound man now effectively weighs 900 pounds. Blood is physically pulled from your brain toward your legs. Your vision tunnels to a narrow circle, then goes gray. This is called G-LOC, G-force-induced loss of consciousness. You black out. In an aircraft traveling at 500 miles per hour, that means death. At 9 G, the threshold of human survival, your body weighs over 1,600 pounds. The blood vessels in your eyes rupture. Pilots have reported vertebrae cracking under the compression. Your heart physically cannot pump blood to your brain. You have approximately 3 to 5 seconds before unconsciousness, and without the AGSM, the anti-G straining maneuver, you won't survive it. And at 10 G, imagine someone stacking 9 copies of yourself directly on top of your body. Every organ is compressed. Your lungs cannot expand to breathe. The fluid in your spine is squeezed. Humans do not survive sustained 10 G without specialized suits and years of trained muscle memory to fight it. The B-2 Spirit, being a strategic bomber, doesn't pull the extreme 9 G combat turns of a fighter jet, but during evasive maneuvers, system failures, or emergency procedures, pilots can experience violent G spikes, and the psychological weight of knowing a single mistake at those speeds means no ejection seat saves you, because the B-2 has no ejection seat. Read that again. If something goes catastrophically wrong at 50,000 feet, you cannot eject. You write it down. This single fact changes everything about how B-2 pilots are trained, selected, and psychologically evaluated. They strap you into a spinning machine and try to make you pass out on purpose. Before flying high-performance aircraft, pilots train in a human centrifugal, a rotating arm that simulates G-forces on the ground. You are strapped into a cockpit pod. The arm begins to spin. At 4 G, your vision grays. At 6 G, untrained pilots lose consciousness in seconds. Your job is to perform the AGSM, flex every major muscle in your legs and abdomen simultaneously. grunt forcefully to increase thoracic pressure, and hold it, all while reading instruments, communicating, and making split-second decisions. Pilots train this response until it becomes completely automatic, because in the air, there is no time to remember what to do. Your body must do it before your mind catches up. It is quite literally training your body to fight against the laws of physics. Now they finally let you near the aircraft, and nothing prepares you for it. You begin in the B-2 simulator, hundreds of hours before touching the real aircraft. The simulator replicates every emergency, every system failure, every weather condition. Then comes your first flight in the actual B-2 Spirit. There is no tandem cockpit training version. You fly it, with an instructor beside you, but the aircraft itself is the final exam. The B-2's flying wing design, no tail, no vertical stabilizers, makes it aerodynamically unstable by design. It's kept in the air by a fly-by-wire computer system that makes thousands of corrections per second. Without that computer, the B-2 cannot fly, which means pilots must understand not just how to fly the aircraft, but how to manage its systems at a level closer to an engineer than a traditional aviator. You study its stealth systems, its nuclear payload protocols, its mission planning software. A single B-2 mission can require weeks of preparation. You are not just a pilot. You are the last human layer between a $2.1 billion aircraft and the most sensitive missions on the planet. The aircraft doesn't break you. The silence does. A B-2 mission from Whiteman Base in Missouri can reach targets anywhere on Earth, non-stop. The longest recorded B-2 mission lasted approximately 44 hours. You sit in a cockpit the size of a small car for 44 hours, with one other person or alone on rotation rest cycles. You cannot exceed certain altitudes without your pressure suit activating. You eat pre-packaged food through a tube. You manage fatigue with strict sleep protocols, micro-naps in the cockpit, timed to the minute. The psychological evaluation for B-2 pilots includes specific testing for claustrophobia tolerance, decision fatigue resistance, and extreme isolation endurance. Pilots who score brilliantly in every other category have been disqualified here. And through all of it, you carry the knowledge of what you're carrying, a nuclear-capable aircraft. A mission that, if it launches in wartime, means the world has already changed permanently. The weight of the B-2 is not measured in pounds. It's measured in what you know. Less than 100 people alive today have flown the B-2 Spirit. They passed psychological evaluations most people would fail in the first hour. They trained their bodies to survive forces that should kill them. They flew a $2.1 billion aircraft with no ejection seat over oceans through the night for days at a time. And when they landed, they told no one where they'd been. That's not a pilot. That's something else entirely. Which rank could you handle? Subscribe to Beyond the Line. We'll see you in the next life.